All right, so that was Microsoft's press event. They managed to show a lot without showing not a lot. It seemed like actually.
Yeah, they ran through their 42 games that they said they were going to run through.
42 games.
And overall, the press conference was okay. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be.
Mm-hmm.
I was pleasantly surprised by a few things. Anthem, of course, obviously. Cuphead getting a release date. It should have been today, but hey, September. I'm excited for Life is Strange 2. Look, I'm gonna get Assassin's Creed. I just am.
Well, that's
why death, taxes, and Micah buying Assassin's Creed is a thing.
All right.
What did you think, Terrence?
There was only 2 or 3 games. Like the Anthem looks really good.
Yeah,
looks very good. I'm excited for. Damn it! I lost. I can't remember the name of the game right now. What was it? State of Decay 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Like it was 42 games. There was really nothing that.
They opened up the show talking about the Xbox One Xbox One X, which someone in our fan group, Stu, pointed out that the initials for Xbox One X spell Xbox, which is clever.
Ish. So let's talk about the Xbox One X, as it's now going to be called. So they confirmed the $499 price. That was
they said that real quick
at the very end.
It's
at the very end. So
they didn't harp on it at all.
Yeah.
So all the specs that they released beforehand are correct.
Yeah.
Which is good.
No one knows what that means.
Right. I mean, computer nerds, I'm sure, care. And then apparently all the accessories from the Xbox One line are compatible, which why wouldn't they be? It is an Xbox One.
Yeah.
Right.
And somehow it's actually physically smaller than even the Xbox One S's. Like the current Xbox One S, it is physically smaller.
Yeah, I wonder how
than
that happened. Like they couldn't do that shit before. Like, come on, man.
I mean,
I know technology.
Technology
better.
gets smaller within what? How long has the Xbox One been out?
4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years. And then the S is what? It's been out for 2 years.
That thing is really small.
Yeah.
what did I call it? It's the Apple approach to design, basically, that they're going after right now.
Yeah.
So
that's why it's $400. I mean, that's why it's $500.
Anthem was definitely the other highlight of this one for sure. Man, is that the Mass Effect game we could have gotten?
I think so.
Is that what it could have been?
I think so. It's what it could have looked like. It's what we could have been experiencing, right? But c'est la vie. Maybe I'll get into Anthem like I got into Mass Effect.
I don't know, because like I said, it almost seems like it has more of a Destiny-ish vibe, which is going to be tough to pull me away from Destiny, man.
Yeah, it is.
Be difficult.
It's coming out next year, so you got plenty of time.
That's true. That's a fair point.
Yeah.
So that game looks really good.
There is only so much time.
Like it actually showed. Yeah, I'm all in.
What else?
I didn't need to see the Porsche 911 GT2 RS.
Yeah,
I'm
a car.
I'm ashamed that we didn't even mention Forza 7 in the predictions. Like, that was the easiest layup that we could have had, and we completely whiffed on it. Assassin's Creed
I'm not impressed.
did not look that good, I gotta say.
It looks like Assassin's Creed.
It looks like Assassin's Creed. Yeah.
It doesn't look any
It
different.
looks like Assassin's Creed.
He got heat-seeking arrows, apparently.
That
That shit is impressive for an Egyptian.
locomotion apparently is changing. I read somewhere, and how you move, and combat is going to change.
He was sliding.
Yeah,
They
was
sliding
he had
around.
fucking Heelys on. That was very weird.
What else? A surprise new addition to the Metro series, Metro Exodus, was gameplay shown. Looked very good. This is actually besides Forza, this was the first game that they actually showed off on the Xbox One X. And it looked good. I just don't know how much of an actual demand there is for another game in the Metro
who's playing
series.
From Metro, like those games are good, they are, but like that's an interesting
Interesting choice.
To put in there, like a franchise like that. Not a lot of people have played.
Right.
What else? PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. This is one that had gotten
that's
some
the other
traction
game that
beforehand.
looked kinda fun. Like I've actually seen people playing that on Twitch, and I didn't know what the fuck it was.
You'd pick that up? You'd pick that up?
I'd play that. Yeah.
Yeah. It seems like a game right up your alley.
Minecraft is getting a super duper graphics pack this fall, which makes it takes it up to a 16-bit art style, I guess we could say, or maybe even 32. We might even go up to 32 bits for Minecraft.
I would never understand the Minecraft craze.
Yeah,
I don't understand why people love it. I don't know. It looks like Dookie. Like, that's what it looks like. I swear all the time. But when I don't swear, when I'm comparing something that looks like shit, like that's how serious I am. Like it looks like doo doo.
My Mad Chocolate Gaming in the chat said, "Is Micah all in on Hotep Creep?" We were actually talking about that during the presentation. What do you guys say? That dude's not black enough for Hoteps? They're gonna be upset.
Oh yeah, they'll be upset. Like he's not. He's like my complexion. Like Hoteps want him to look like the frame around this table. You know what I mean? Right. They want him to look. They want him to look like you.
Look,
like big ass beard. Don't know whether you're wearing a shirt or you're naked. Your skin is so black.
I don't think.
Oh my god.
I don't think that's how they think. Is it? They don't need to be that black because then they'd be like, that nigga's too black.
I also appreciate how
not enough white women in that game for Hoteps. Like they need a white woman love interest.
I appreciated how for Cuphead they did not
God.
show any actual gameplay. It was literally just, here's the release date, leave us alone please, because that's
been in development for 17
right
years.
I mean,
Man.
that's all they had to show. You guys also thought the new Dragon Ball Z fighting game looked cool, since it's an actual fighting game now apparently.
Yeah, I'll play that.
I won't play it, but I'm happy for Dragon Ball Z fans.
Yeah, they've got a proper fighting game now.
Yeah.
And its arc system works. Like, they know how to, like, there's 3, well, you got Capcom, Other Realms. And look, I like their game. Iron Galaxy with Killer Instincts, that game is really good. And then you got Arc System Works, that they do really good games.
Yeah.
Their games are very good, and none of them are on Xbox.
So the game that got the most gameplay in this whole conference
For some
was
fucking reason.
Sea of Thieves, which, I mean, good that they expanded on the fact that it's more than just like ship battling. Like there's actually like exploration and looting and undersea stuff and monster skeletons and shit like that. But did they really need to dedicate like 10 solid minutes of time to Sea of Thieves for a game that probably 500,000 people will buy? And that's
look,
it.
I'm sure there is there's a market for it. There's absolutely.
I'm being generous. I'm being generous with 500,000. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
But
I mean, if they market it as a cure for insomnia, then yeah, I'm sure it'll sell gangbusters.
god damn.
Look, I was dozing
Jesus.
off.
Jesus.
yeah,
I think another big miss of this was the way that Crackdown 3 was presented. So they finally announced a release date, which was November 7th for Crackdown 3 of this year. But all it got was a really brief trailer. Like, I would have expected to see some extended gameplay, and that actually kind of might concern me a little bit.
yeah.
As far as that, what that game is going to look like.
Remotely impressed by that trailer at all.
And I think you of the three of us like Crackdown the most, right?
Yeah, I enjoyed the first one. The second one I played it, but it wasn't all that great.
Right.
This, the fact that it only got like a minute and a half is kind of proving that they don't give a fuck about the game anymore.
Like, I thought
And it wasn't even at I'm like, okay, this is odd.
I thought Terry Crews was going to be in it. Like, oh wow, like they're really putting like money into Crackdown, right? Like they got this.
I mean, he might
star
still
to-
be,
yeah.
for all we know.
Yeah, he might be like the new voice of the agency, right?
Yeah.
Like-
Okay, I see.
And
I
that's
see what
kinda-
you're doing there.
Welcome to the agency. What the fuck?
It's a
Yeah,
very
it
good
was-
Terry Crews impersonation.
It was very interesting. They didn't really. I guess they're not really putting their eggs in that game.
But it's launching with the Xbox One X.
Yeah, it is.
Oh shit, they never did announce an actual date for that. Unless I
did.
missed it. Oh, did they?
did.
What was
November
it?
7th.
Okay.
Oh, it is.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
okay.
there you go.
November 7th.
It was November 3rd.
I must have been asleep on that one. So.
No, they did it when they announced the price. That's
okay.
That's why you missed it.
Okay, because I was so focused on typing
It's
in the
coming
price.
on November 7th for $500.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's exactly
Anthem.
what they did. I thought that game the last night that they showed a trailer of looks cool. I'll be interested to see more of that. It looks like a neo-noir style
Yeah.
game with a very interesting art style.
When it first came on, I saw all those pixels, and I'm like,
So we all said like Micah's out.
Yeah.
Micah's out.
Yeah,
He's done.
But then we actually saw, a little more, and it does look interesting. And
Are you surprised that the first episode of Life is Strange 2 is releasing so soon?
I'm not surprised. It's been a while since Life of Strange has been completed. Life is Strange has been completed. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's one of the games that I saw here that I'm really, really looking forward to, and I'm very glad that it's coming out as soon as it is. It's only 3 episodes, which is kind of a blessing and a curse, because I tend to play those games after they've all been released, so I can just binge them. But at the same time, like, it's only 3 episodes, so I'm hoping that the episodes are a little meatier than the half-hour, 45 minutes that the first 5 were.
Okay. A couple other games they showed off. A new Ori game, which looks very pretty, of course. Terrence, you played that one.
Yeah, I played the first one.
So let's see.
That's a tough game.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty difficult.
It's funny because like they showed off PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and then almost immediately they showed State of Decay, and then they showed another survival game called the Darwin Project. Someone else compared it to Overwatch in our chat.
Yeah, it looks like a hero shooter.
Yeah.
So, and
Yeah, I guess it is.
I don't know if there's room for 2.
It looks like it's like not team based.
no,
looks
it's
like
team
like-
based.
it is team based.
Yeah, it's team based because the guy yelling and screaming was like, she wants it for her team or something.
Oh,
like
for
that.
the team. Oh, okay. I thought it was like
Jethro
individuals.
Tull.
Jethro Tull.
Yeah, that's not his name. That's like a singer.
It sounds like he should be the villain in Far Cry 5.
Well, I mean, Jethro
That
Tull was
name
a prog rock group in the 70s. So.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
Not your style of music, I don't think.
Nope.
Shadow War got a lot of time on the stage for sure as well, where they showed some more of that one. And then the big announcement they saved right before the end for some reason was the fact that they are putting original Xbox games now in the backwards compatibility catalog, which fine, I guess. I didn't realize there's a lot of demand for that.
Do people really, really want to go back and play those original Xbox games? I just don't. I've never understood the whole. Nostalgia is a hell of a thing, man. Because if I get a piece of technology, the first thing I want to do is try the new shit, like the new stuff. Which is why, I rail on games that look very old school. Like, yeah, I get it, but at the same time, don't expect me to be impressed by it. And my problem isn't those developers or those games. My problem is the people who love those games and are pretentious about it. Like, you can love those games, just don't be pretentious about it.
I didn't realize people were asking for Crimson Skies. Who the fuck was asking for that?
Can anybody name another Xbox One, an Xbox original game?
Halo. 1 and 2.
Forza 2,
And you could play those.
PGR 1
Project
through
Gotham
3.
Racing was actually pretty. That was a pretty solid racing title.
Would you play that over Forza?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I would probably play it just for nostalgia purposes, because it had like the kudos system and shit like that.
So, final thoughts. Are you guys excited about the future of Xbox based on what you saw here today?
I lately I've found it hard pressed to find a reason to turn on my Xbox, and this doesn't do anything to get me to want to do that because the only games that I'm interested in, Assassin's Creed is available on either system. What else? The I'm not gonna see if Thieves gonna fuck off. Cuphead. I see myself turning on my system for Cuphead. Life is Strange is on either system, and Anthem is on either system. Those are the only games today that got me really, really excited, and everything else is a maybe. Everything else is a maybe to a hell no. So, look, they showed a lot of games, which is what I like in a press conference. Just because the majority of those games weren't my cup of tea, I'm not going to knock them for it. It was a solid press conference, and I hate to score it, but if I am forced to score it, it's like a B plus, right? Like they showed a lot of games, and they're really all in on this Xbox One X. So we'll see, but B plus.
Terrence.
Like I said, there was only 3 or 4 games out of 42 games. There's only 3 or 4 that I gave a damn about. It's $500. No, like I wasn't excited. I don't really get excited about a lot. Nothing really. And this didn't change anything. Like I just, no,
it's fair.
Like I don't. My problem is like I don't like waiting for shit. Like 2018, fuck. That's why I don't like watching this shit anymore.
Because it just gets your hopes up.
It's like, that game looks really cool. When does it come out? September 28th. Fuck you.
I think
don't show it to me.
I think they did a good job focusing on games and not droning on about the hardware.
I'll give them credit.
I think the games that they featured in an extended format, though, were not the ones.
Yeah,
that
those
they
weren't the ones that they should have chosen.
Yeah, and I think they could have gotten a lot more excitement because that's the problem. Is like Sea of Thieves, I don't think is going to sell very well. And then the price too. Like we talked about the price beforehand. I do think $500 is too high, and I'll be interested because Microsoft has not been very transparent so far as like the sales figures for Xbox One. So I'm going to be curious to see if they're very transparent with these, unless they're very good, of course, in which case they'll shout it from the rooftops. But yeah, if it's slow out of the gate, you don't hear a lot from them, then that's probably not a good indicator of where the console's at least during the initial holiday launch. Then we'll see where it goes from there. So,
and the funny thing is, they're probably going to be losing money.
No,
it's $500.
I think 500. They're still turning a profit. Not a big one.
System.
Yeah. Yeah, I would think so. So. Well, that is going to be it for us. We thank you guys again very much for tuning in live with us. Make sure that you are checking back with the Dense Pixels YouTube page tomorrow. We will be doing pre and post shows just like we did today for the Sony press event. And then on Tuesday, we will also be doing maybe live show, maybe not. We haven't decided yet, of the Nintendo conference as well.
Yes,
so
going to be on that one.
Yeah, not either of these two guys. It's me and Carrie.
Right.
So, but again, thank you guys very much for watching. We appreciate you tuning in, and we will see you guys tomorrow.
See you.
Take it easy.